This is an Eyewitness News election update. I'm Mike Marza. In the race for New York mayor, frontrunner Zohran Mamdani wants to overhaul the public school system's controversial Gifted and Talented program, eliminating the program for students younger than third grade. Critics say the program makes racial divides worse. Andrew Cuomo and the Republican candidate Sliwa, however, say they would expand the program. So what are the pros and cons of this whole deal? We'll hear from a professor on that who weighs in about the program in just moments. But first up, with the latest, here's NJ Burkett.
In the nation's largest public school system, 75% of the students are Black or Latino. But in New York's Gifted and Talented programs, 75% of the students are white or Asian. If elected, Democratic frontrunner Zohran Mamdani has pledged to change that, eliminating those programs for the city's youngest students. Zohran knows, said his campaign spokeswoman, that 5-year-olds should not be subjected to a singular assessment that unfairly separates them right at the beginning of their public school education. Mamdani would not open the programs to students until the third grade.
Keep GNT! Keep GNT!
Parents and educators protested after then-Mayor Bill de Blasio moved to eliminate them in 2021. But it was among his last acts as mayor, and the decision was largely reversed by incoming Mayor Eric Adams, who expanded the programs. If he's elected, former Governor Andrew Cuomo says he would expand them further. The Democratic ideal has always been about providing more opportunities for historically marginalized students to access these programs, not eliminating academic excellence altogether, he said. Republican Sliwa agrees.
I would not only maintain Gifted and Talented because I saw it up close and personal, I would expand it.
Experts on both sides of the issue agree that children learn at different rates, and gifted children need to be challenged in a curriculum that provides for it. NJ Burkett, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Well, earlier, NJ spoke to David Blumenfield. He's a professor of educational leadership, law, and policy. He talked to him about this program, and here's a bit of what they discussed.
Summarize in basic terms the argument in favor of Gifted and Talented in kindergarten and the argument against Gifted and Talented in very early education.
The argument for Gifted and Talented is that there is a small group of students who deserve a segregated situation so that their learning can be accelerated into the early elementary grades, and that the rest of the students should have a regular kindergarten curriculum. The argument against that is it's very hard to select out who is really deserving of that kind of special attention when they're 4 years old. In addition to which, it leaves out a vast number of children who are on the cusp of those kind of talents, if you will, and everybody else needs to have the same kind of accelerated and differentiated opportunities. A Gifted and Talented program in kindergarten is really the same curriculum that kids get in regular schools. There probably is more attention to the needs of individual students to accelerate the learning that goes on in kindergarten. They may be learning to read, for example, in a regular kindergarten class. They may be moving on into first grade types of materials in a G&T class, but it's the same curriculum.
All right, counting down the days now until the election. So many twists and turns so far. We will see what happens as we get closer to Election Day at the beginning of November. We invite you to check out all the stories to get you up to date at ABC7NY, plus all the alerts you need to know about this race right in the palm of your hand at abc7ny.com. I'm Mike Marza. Have a great day.